Heatwave. She carried the heat in her hand. To her skin it had the smoothness of a conker fresh from its green case. As she walked through the town that rainy autumn afternoon, she could see the effect of even the faintest echo of its passing on others. The way they suddenly breathed a little more deeply, or raised their heads as though hearing something through the hiss and drone of traffic. None of them would notice her normally. She was just another mother on her way to school, long raincoat and hair plastered to her face by the drizzle. But in her hand she held a heat wave, a ball of summer full of its intense light, the sensation of air like an affectionate touch, the gentle lassitude of slow afternoons. Rain always made the traffic impossibly slow. Beside her, cars steamed and inched along, the brakes of a bus periodically giving off exasperated sighs. This was why she had chosen to walk despite the rain, and despite foreknowing that dismal dampness in her socks. Bringing the heat wave had been a last-second decision. She'd even kicked off her shoes to go running upstairs for it. There it was, rolling around in the drawer next to her side of the bed. As soon as she closed her hand around it, she knew it was a good idea. If only she'd had one all her life. So many sad weekends, so many wasted afternoons when she could have held it, or simply put it on the table in front of her and looked at its beautiful light. She was still 20 minutes early. A few streets away from the school, she stopped under the awning of a shop. She lifted her hand to her face and opened her fingers. Immediately the blast of heat touched her lips, her cheeks, warmed the soaked strands of her lashes. Had anyone been looking, they'd have seen someone transfigured out of this dismal now. No one was. Inside the shop, a queue of sodden customers waited and dripped. She took a deep breath of the heat wave's crisp scent and closed her hand again. She went back out into the rain. As she walked towards the school, she thought back to when she'd found the heat wave. It was one of those long afternoons when time seemed more like one of the caves down on the shore than a building. She recalled the smell of dust long dried and heaped in layers on polished wooden surfaces. In a corner, a golden ball that rolled around in the palm and carried a sensation of wholeness and rest up her tired arm into her shoulder and through to her heart and head. She'd have paid anything for it, but the shopkeeper would take no more than a fiver. Her family were waiting outside when she emerged, long since bored by the musty interior. No one had asked if she bought anything, and just then she knew. The heat wave was hers alone. She would keep it, breathe it, be warmed by it. It would rest in her palm, a miniature sun. Time to head to the school. She smiled and turned her face up defiantly to the rain.